Okay, Keg, where are we?
We're at Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary.
We are,
Look
and
at
we
that.
are so excited.
We so are.
What an amazing place.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to meet some friends. We can hear in the background is zip. Because one of our friends, professional-like, is over here.
Hi.
So they're going to take us around, because you've been here before, haven't you, Dave?
We have, yeah.
Excellent.
Last October.
So there we go.
I love it.
So I reckon we should go in and see what we can see in there.
Oh, yeah.
Or what we can find.
Exactly.
All right, let's do it. Professionals at work with all their equipment. So we got this massive big case here. This is how it's done. All of this. The boys are all primed, ready to go. Okay. They have all of this as well.
I'm just on, sorry.
Yeah. And
I'm just on my Facebook.
Keg is on the Facebook. And this is our little mountain of equipment that we've got. So Keg, I think we have to brush our game up a bit if we want to be professional YouTubers.
Well, the problem is when you're flying, we've got no clothes to bring anyway because we've got no room. So if we bring even more equipment, we'll have to go around nude, and it's not a good look.
It's more frightening than the ghosts.
It is.
Yeah. But we're learning, aren't we?
We are learning.
They're good teachers.
We are.
Good teachers. I think you're teaching us.
How to be sloppy. How to
check your Facebook.
How to check your Facebook. Go shopping. We've taught them how to go shopping. Priorities.
Priorities is you buy your stuff first.
First, you get all your souvenirs.
Yeah.
You do your Facebook.
Yeah.
And then you put your gear together.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
None of this putting the microphones on before you've even left your accommodation. What the?
So Ryan.
Yes, hello, Alison.
Hello, Ryan. Hello, Dave.
Hi, Alison.
It's got a very bright light, so I won't take it round. But you're going to take us around. You've been here before, haven't you?
Oh yeah, we've both been here. Back in October of last year, we investigated Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary, and this place was one of the coolest locations that we've ever been to. I mean, the history of this place, you talk about the dark history, just the amount of blood soaked into these walls, the tragedy here is just incomparable to a lot of locations that we've ever been to. I mean, it is just tragic from start to finish. So the hauntings here are incredibly unique, and the history here is incredibly unique. So this place we have no problem coming back here. And we thank you guys for inviting us to come back here with you, because it really is one of the coolest places, and we're so excited to explore more of it.
I think we invited them because we were too scared, wasn't it?
I think it was that.
It was like that would be on our own. Yeah.
We saw the size of it and went, do you know what?
Do you know what?
We need backup on this one.
Let's invite the boys.
Exactly. We're not stupid.
So, but I think one of the coolest things about this prison is its origins, its history. Of course, the signs coming up to the gate, you see it every single step of the way, dangerous since 1896. And it was actually first came to fruition because of a coal mining dispute. See, the state of Tennessee was grappling with the abolition of slavery in the 1860s, 70s, 80s. And what they'd frequently do is they would incarcerate young African-American men and then lease them to mining camps and put them to work in the coal mine. And eventually, that led to a dispute amongst the Union coal miners of the area. Sister. For those who are wondering what that sound is, Ghost Tube is running to the side of us. It led to a dispute amongst the Union miners, and in fact, there was a huge battle amongst miners where they actually put a bunch of the inmates from the mining camps on a train and sent them back to the prisons. So eventually they decided they were going to the state of Tennessee. What did it say?
Officer.
Officer. Oh, that's interesting. That is very interesting. So the state of Tennessee decided to get into the coal mining business themselves, and they decided to send these inmates that were incarcerated here, they bought this plot of land, they built temporary prison housing and sent the inmates to the mines to mine coal for the state, in which the state of Tennessee would then sell to make a profit. And that was the way it was for years and years and years, and these coal mines remained open until the 1960s. And you talk about dangerous mining conditions. Inmates died from exposure, they died from mine accidents, explosions, fires, and it became a very deadly scenario in which inmates were passing away not only in the prison but in the mines. And as the mine conditions deteriorated, so did the conditions of the prison. These were just wooden shacks at the time, and they had nearly 1,000 inmates in them, and they actually compared them to the Serbian prisons of Soviet Russia. It was a tragic, tragic scenario. So they decided to build this huge sandstone structure using prison labor. Those that weren't in the mines built the structure. So the prison that you see today, this very intimidating cross-shaped Gothic-style prison, was built here by inmate labor, and it was built in the shape of a cross to symbolize salvation. The problem was, for a lot of men, it was damnation here. They called this place the gates to hell. They also called it the end of the line. It's where the worst inmates in the state of Tennessee were sent because it was nearly inescapable. There's 3 walls that surround the prison, the 4th wall being the mountain behind. You can see how it slopes upward to an impossible climb. Any inmate that tried to climb that mountain would have a very steep journey ahead of them. And so it was a very, very effective prison. But we're going to walk through and check out some of these areas.
Great.
And get a chance to learn about the history of Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary. Ready, Dave?
I'm ready. Let's go. Let's do it. It's good to be back here. Hopefully we get as much activity this time as we did last time.
Soldier.
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 Watch out.
I got that up video.
Did nobody warn me? Is my lip bleeding? Because I just busted it on the light.
A little bit.
Did you go? I thought you went backwards. How did you do your? Oh, the thing.
The camera went into my face.
Oh,
I tell you what,
should we?
you find out who your true friends are when you're walking backwards and they just let you run full speed into steel bars and smash a camera into your face.
I was too busy looking at the scenery.
Are you okay?
I'm good, I'm fine.
Moral of the story there, Kate, we're learning from the best, remember? Okay. So what I've learned is never walk backwards.
Moral of the story, always watch where you're going, kids. So this building is called...
Sorry. A moth flew right into my mouth.
That's mine.
What is that?
That's mine.
My mouth is yours?
I think the moth is.
Oh my gosh.
It'll be a long night.
It is. So let's head into D block to get away from the moths, but D block was the worst of the worst. This was the cell block that every inmate that's visited after the prison is shut down, most of them refuse to go inside of this building because of the danger and the isolation that this place imposed on them. So this was the worst of the worst. From the 1960s, 70s on, this was the worst. So
Let's check it out.
let's go in. So you can imagine 23 hours a day of confinement, usually solitary confinement inside these cells. They had to be handcuffed even to walk out to the back of this building where they have caged recreation areas. This cell block was nothing but isolation. They were fed inside their cells. They got 1 hour to run around in a tiny little cage for an hour. This is where they brought those that could not be controlled, those that could not be contained. And a lot of that energy, I think, could be trapped here. The anger, the madness, the isolation. It really is a part of the prison that I think has just that energy soaked into the walls and into the bars and steel. So,
Have you been before?
yes? Wow, that's kind of interesting.
It is, isn't it?
Ryan and I have been here before. Do you remember us?
One thing to listen for when you're in here, though, there's a lot of sounds, movement, very deep thumping, banging. it can be very noisy in here, and the sounds that we heard in here last time were sounds that are not structural settling of the buildings. I mean, it sounded like solid thudding on steel. Now, one thing that we're going to have to watch out for as we're walking around here tonight, that we were warned by the staff, is that they said there were rattlesnakes. So they said, try and walk with a flashlight because there's rattlesnakes all over here. Now, I know that doesn't faze the Australians who've been dealing with the most deadly and dangerous snakes in the world for for half their lives. So, come on in, come on in.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It's great to be here.
Creepy at all with the lights off, is it?
At one time, this would have been death row right through here.
I'm stuck.
Oh,
I'm stuck.
I'm stuck.
We're sorry that you're stuck. If there's anyone here, we're going to be here all night tonight, and you can come through and talk to us. My name is Ryan, and that's Dave, and this is Allison right here, and that's Cag way back there. Daughter. Do one of these two ladies look like your daughter?
Okay, can you tell your mum to go?
Oh, God, yes.
Oh, is it?
Is it my mother? I do apologise if it is.
Now you'll notice how that's separated off from the rest of this. So once you come in here, you can actually, access the other blocks and everything. But this cell right here, from everything that I've been told, cell number 28, right in front of us here, that is the last cell of James Earl Ray before he was transferred out of this prison. Now, he didn't pass away here. He didn't die here. But there's a lot of people who have claimed to come in contact with the spirit of James Earl Ray. Now, James Earl Ray was famously the man who was credited and convicted of assassinating Martin Luther King Jr. and was given a 99-year prison sentence. And they sent him to Brushy Mountain because he was a known flight risk.
That's mine.
That's mine.
Still talking about Dave's mouth.
Next thing we want to have your babies.
Whoops. I almost kicked that wooden wedge out of there. All right, let's go up.
Okay.
This floor here, the third floor on this side, this is where one of the most...
Talk with me.
Talk with me.
Talk with me. We'd love to talk with you. What would you like to talk about?
He's down. Yeah, down that way.
Down this way.
Again.
You want to walk down there?
Yeah, let's go and see what it is.
It's interesting because that's what led us here last time we were here.
Yeah.
We were led to this area by sounds. And this is the hospital.
Oh, is it?
This is the hospital, yes. We couldn't find it last time we were here, and we heard, a loud crashing sound.
Yeah.
From up here. And then suddenly we followed the sound. And when we followed the sound, we ended up in the hospital, which was just very bizarre. But they say this is an area where they believe this is the only place in the prison that they believe something darker resides, something more malicious. Right. They say resides here in the hospital infirmary area. Did you hear that?
I thought that was you.
No, that was on the door here.
Was it?
Yeah, on the door.
I thought it was your knees or something.
No,
Mm-hmm.
it's from the door.
Oh, it's water dripping.
Ah.
Oh, I see it now, yep.
Yep.
Okay.
So at least we know what that is now.
But what always interests me so much about this hospital was the first time we found it, I almost didn't believe that it was a hospital. Because it's so confining.
17.
Because it's so confining in here. There's bars and there's gates and there's locks. The stuff that you would want in a prison. But it doesn't seem like a place you would go to heal at all. yeah, these thick bars here.
Yeah.
And that in there, there's a bathroom in there and there's a bunk in there. So if someone was in need of medical attention, it was like they had cells up here, separate cells for them to stay in where there were doctors and nurses close by. But it was still a cell. Water.
It's just dripping water. So at least that's a definite sound now that's...
This was the area that you and Kalani were investigating last time, Dave.
Yes.
You want to talk a little bit about what happened in here?
Basically, we had all of our gear set up. I was standing right where you are. Kalani was right where you are. And we had this whole hallway and this whole room lined up with different pieces of equipment. And I think the entire time that we were in here, at least one piece of equipment was going off at all times. And that hallway that we just walked down to get into this room, Kalani heard several times somebody walking down that hallway. So, very interesting area in here, very active, and I think it's a place that at least you two should come and investigate tonight since you've never been here before. So.
Creepy curtains for a start off.
Oh, I would haunt to get rid of those curtains. I reckon some ghosts are there, but just because of the, especially some of the houses, just because of the decor, I would haunt an area. Just to say, can't you just redecorate this place? Couldn't you? Some of the clashing patterns you get in some of these buildings, no wonder they haunt it. Especially if they've got OCD or something like that.
It's probably wishing somebody would just pull that curtain off the...
I don't know where the hell I'm going.
We are going to get so lost, Kagami, you know that.
It was almost me.
Oh, we missed it.
Did you trip?
I did, yeah. Tripped right on that landing because I was being nosy.
That's right. That's when karma kicks in.
I know. What can I say?
You know, just you and I haven't had fallen over once. So far, the professionals.
So now we're back where we were when we first heard those noises, the noises that led us back to the hospital. These cells on this block are the area where one of the most tragic events took place, an event that's notably called the hostage shooting. And it was where there was a group of 7 white inmates who were trying to take retaliation on the black inmates, the African American inmates, for what they believed to be violence against them. Now, back in that time, racial tensions in Brushy Mountain were through the roof, and they've actually had references to Brushy Mountain in that time as being a Klansman prison. They believed that the KKK was so prevalent in this prison that no African American inmate was safe in here. And it was a huge problem. But in February of 1982, these white inmates saw it through the bars of their cells after they had been locked in, came out, took some of the officers hostage, took one of their firearms, it was a .22 caliber pistol, and opened fire. I think 14 to 16 rounds were fired into the cells, and there was nowhere for these inmates to go that were locked in these cells. The only thing they could do was try and pull their mattresses over them and hide. 14 to 16 rounds were fired into the cells. 4 inmates were shot and 2 of them died. And a lot of energy is believed to be held inside these cells. So all of these cells throughout Brushy Mountain have had activity, but I think they say this 3rd tier is one of the more active tiers because of that tragic event.
So what's that thing in the middle here?
So I don't think this is the original. I think this is a recreation of it, but that would have been... Sorry. I don't think that's a I don't think that's the original. I think that's a recreation, but it was of the whipping post. They would tie them to
Okay.
that, and then they would whip them. And that is roundabout where it would be in the prison yard here for punishment. So any inmate that was refusing to work, they'd bring them out and they would whip them.
Okay.
Right back here behind us, this was the hole. There's 4 cells lined straight down through here. And you can see when you look inside, there's literally no toilet. There would be no light. They'd be kept down here. And at times, after a few days in total darkness, they would go blind. And they'd be kept in there for an indefinite period of time at times because it just depended on what their offense was. It depended how they were thought of by the administration, by the warden, because these types of punishments were not state sanctioned. The state of Tennessee did not sentence them to be in these cells. They were sentenced to be in these cells by the warden, by the administration, by the officers. And to just sit back and think about how many men went mad down here, how many people that were locked up in here spent the rest of their life down here. I'm sure people took their own lives in here. But you look at some of the punishments that they would inflict on them in these types of cells, hanging them from the ceiling by their thumbs with only their toes touching the ground and leaving them there. Forms of torture masquerading as disciplinary punishment. Definitely one of my favorite places that we investigated when we were here last year. For sure, this place is creepy down here. Very, very creepy. Let's go get some of this equipment and get ready to get started. Let's take on Brushy Mountain. You ready, Dave?
I'm ready. Let's
All right, should we do it?
it.
Beautiful.
I ruined it then. I just spoke as you did it. I said HDH.
That's all right.
It's no.
I can just cut your lav audio. I can just cut you out.
All right, let's do this.
Let's do this.
I'm pumped. Are you?
I'm very pumped.
I'm gonna go. What's that? Oh, hang on.
No, I thought we were going to do that, are we? I was going to do that. Do that.
That's right. They're learning the YouTuber transitions.
We are. It's,
Watch out, world.
All right, dude.
Dude,
Dude,
come on,
let's
dude.
do this, dude.
Right.
You see, we're learning how to be professional YouTubers.
Dude,
You gotta say dude.
come on, dude.
See you later, bro.
Oh, we haven't used bro yet.
No, come on, bro.
Come on, bro. Let's do this. I can't see anything now.
It sure is. Let's go wash some blood out of my mouth.
All right, so where we are is the medical area. Now, this is the one area that the people who work here say that they feel there's something a bit darker up here than there is in the rest of the prison. So now I don't know what this room is used for. We didn't see it as we walked through. We've just kind of stumbled into the medical centre and decided this looked like an interesting room. And it doesn't matter whereabouts. If it's upstairs with us here, we should hopefully be able to attract it to come and talk to us. So, all right, if there is anybody here, I hope you don't mind us coming to talk to you. I'm sure there was a lot of sick people here. A number of people who probably never left the hospital here. I hope you don't mind us coming and visiting. We don't mean any disrespect at all. That's just me, it's a bit crunchy, the floor. We've come a long way. We've come all the way from the country. Did you hear anything? My footsteps?
No, I didn't, sorry.
Okay. Well, you know how I said that that camera would have caught it if it did.
Right.
Do you know how I said the floor's crunchy? Well, people will see that we never moved our feet at that point, but there was a crunching sound. We've come all the way from the country. Taps. I still think the tap that we're hearing from that direction is that water drip.
Yeah, I agree.
But if it is you, let's just say it is you, are you able to make a louder sound for us? Louder knock, louder bang. Has to be louder than that. That's too much the same as the last one. We need something loud. We're not getting anything on ceiling, and we might put ghost tube on. We're not asking you to perform, it's just we can't see or hear you. The only way we know you're there is if you light up all these lights. Not even all of them, just some of them. One of them. It's getting more regular. Not asking a lot. We haven't introduced ourselves. My name's Alison, and this is Cag. Whoa.
Oh,
No.
No.
That's all right, that's one of them, so thank you. I forgot to tell you how that works, but thank you for that. I said
It's warm.
It is warm.
It is warm, you're right. I didn't explain that, but thank you for the light. When I was asked just one light, I said, what you did then, if that was you, you made it go red. And if you make it go red, we see that as a no. You go to the other side, it'll go green. And we see that as a yes.
That was loud.
That was not a drop.
No, that was not water.
That was not a drop of water. I did ask you to make a big bang. Thank you. Oh, and by the way, guys, if you're wondering where the boys are we on the third floor here? We are. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
So we're on the third floor. The boys now are taking a break right down on ground floor, and then they're going outside and they're going to the hole to investigate. There's nobody else in this building with us at the moment. I'm going to put a little box on.
Up here.
It's up here with us,
Well, there's up the steps there.
or it's up here with us.
Yeah.
It's reassuring, isn't it?
It's very reassuring.
Reassuring. All right, I have a little box here, and I know we can't hear you trying to say something, so if I put this out, maybe you can say something. I'm going to put it on the box just behind me here.
Can you tell me, are you making your way towards us?
Disrespectful.
No, we're trying not to be disrespectful.
You just want to chat. We're not here to antagonise, or maybe others have.
We're not like that. We just want to chat with you, that was all. And you can chat to us by lighting the lights up, as well as talking into that box.
Make sure my head's in. That was me taking a heavy breath, by the way. tag. How many of you are up here? You can say something. I'll put it on the box just behind me, here. Alright. So maybe you can put your voice. So maybe you can put your voice. There's that tap out there. Maybe you can put your voice on there. It's me, doesn't it? It's me taking.
Yeah. You've just said it's me taking.
You were just asleep, weren't you?
I had my eyes closed, I was listening to you. You said that was me taking.
Yeah. No, it was before that. Hang on.
I didn't hear anything before that.
There.
Oh.
But it might be me.
That's
I
not.
think that's me saying I'm moving.
No, that's
Me
not.
taking a heavy breath.
No.
Tag the heavy breath then.
How many of you are up here?
Do it again.
I'll know if I look back on that.
With me taking a heavy breath.
Yeah, it is me.
Not you. That's too deep for you.
It's me. It's me.
It's not.
It is.
I bet any minute it's not.
We're going to look back.
It's
on
too
the other
deep.
video.
You haven't got a deep voice.
Make sure my head's in. Yeah. This is why it's important to run 2 cameras, and also how deceiving audio can be sometimes.
Right, we're going to listen back. If you said anything, thank you.
We're going to move on to the next area because this one, apart from the bangs, there's really nothing coming through this.
I was going to go further down here, turn it
Okay.
up a bit.
Alright, that lady at the end there, she's got headphones on and she's listening for anything you want to say. I also have a little box just next to me there. Is there anybody in here with us at the moment? Any prisoners who are sick? Who were hurt? Did somebody hurt you and is that why you had to come in here? My name's Alison. Her name's Cag. Did you have to work in the mines? That would have been awful. I don't know if that was Cag. Did you just make a very heavy sound?
No.
Fuck.
Why? You just heard one?
Just beyond
And
you.
it can't be anything from this because there's nothing coming through.
No, it went beyond it from beyond you.
Right.
I wasn't sure if it was you going,
No. Didn't do any noises.
well, that was loud and it was just beyond you.
Okay. So is there somebody down there? Come on, don't lurk in the shadows.
It's definitely creepier here than it is in that room.
Yeah. I don't know what's in this room opposite me here.
Oh,
Oh.
that's different to. Oh, do you know I'm starting to get very on edge in here?
Okay. Come on, are you around?
I feel very exposed on my back.
I have got a draft on my leg.
There shouldn't be a draft in the hallway here.
I have got, honestly, I am melting, I'm dripping, but that side of that leg and this side of this leg is actually cold.
That's the first time in this jail or prison that I felt a little on edge.
Come on guys, where are you? You going to come and join us? Just two ladies.
Yeah.
Come and say hello. We've come all the way from Australia to meet you.
Should we listen back to the audio? I'd like to see if you forgot that bang. Maybe. So. You do your thing, I'll do my thing. Okay. Well, my thing. You do your thing. You do your thing, I'll do my thing. Okay.
That whispers in between.
Wow.
I think it's going to be creepy about you. Just saying.
That was before that.
You do your thing, I'll do my thing.
But after as well.
Yeah.
You do your thing, I'll do my thing.
There.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be creepy about you.
Not sure on that one.
Did you have to work in the mines? That would have been awful.
I thought you sniffed or something. No.
Come on, don't lurk in the shadows.
Definitely creepier here than it is in that room.
Yeah. I don't know what's in this room opposite me here.
Oh,
Oh.
that was different.
That's different to... Oh.
Do you know I'm starting to get very on edge in here?
Okay. Come on, are you around?
I feel very exposed on my back.
I have got a draft on my leg. I have got a draft on my leg.
What?
I have got a draft on my leg.
I can hear it.
I have got a
I thought it's
draft
go.
on my leg.
To me, it sounds like Dicko.
Listen to go.
I have got a draft on my leg.
Before it.
Can't hear it before it.
I have got a draft on my
What do you
leg.
think it's saying, guys? Post a comment down below. Is it just random sound, or
Honestly,
can
I
you
am
hear
melting.
something?
I'm dripping.
Wait. Wait. Wait.
What was that?
Did you hear that?
I did.
Whistling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello?
Any inmates in here want to smoke? If you do, can you try and trigger one of these devices?
No, you'd rather have a drink with us.
We're not talking about that nasty prison hooch either. We're talking about the real deal. We got some contraband.
They've even brought in 2 ladies. Well, that's loose term.
Yeah, it's a very loose turn, isn't it?
But they were female.
Females. Old females. So we're really scraping the bottom of the barrel now. Can you guys whistle?
Whistle?
Yeah.
We can't whistle.
We can't whistle.
I can get my flute out. Oh, you didn't bring the flute, did you? You left it in my bag.
Try to do my dog whistle. Can you repeat that? Ooh, there comes a bat.
That's a big bat.
I apologize because my dog whistle brought the bat out.
All right, so I've got this little box here, and I'm just going to put it. Is that you?
No.
What's in
I
here?
thought that was you.
No, nobody's moved. That was
Oh.
behind me.
I thought you brushed up against the bars.
That was behind me. I haven't even. I'm good distance from the bars.
Yeah, and that camera was.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
On the flux.
Was
You
that
all
you?
heard that, didn't you?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I thought it was you.
I thought it was somebody standing on a load of paint. You know that when it crinkly.
Like the chips?
Yeah, the chips and paint.
Yeah.
Nobody moved, and that will be caught on the camera that nobody moved at that point. And it's interesting that that went off at the same time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, I got cold chills.
Is that a yes? You want a drink?
That was cool.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to put this little box just next to me there. So I've put this little box here.
Sorry, that was me laughing.
Oh!
What was that?
The end of the tripwire.
I'm just going to start it again. All right, we were very rude. I didn't introduce myself. My name's Alison.
My name's Cag.
I'm Dave.
And I'm Ryan.
Do you mind women being in here? Is that all right?
If you would like one of these fine young ladies to walk down and spend some time with you, can you set off one of our devices, please?
I'm glad you did that because I was dying to laugh and I thought, no, I can't. Well, that's just rude.
Right.
When we were in here last time, someone kept draining our batteries. Can you tell us who that was?
Stomach. Tag. Alright, listen back to it. You put a voice on there, thank you.
You got told, didn't you? Stomach. Far out.
Good thing I was more than 5 feet away from that recording.
It was, wasn't it?
I know. I want to know what that sound was.
That was interesting, wasn't it? Because none of us
I'm
moved.
very rude. I didn't introduce myself. My name's Alison.
My name's Cag.
I'm Dave.
And I'm Ryan.
If you would like one of these fine young ladies to walk
Is that your
down,
squeaky shoes?
if you would like one of these fine young ladies to walk down and spend some time with you, can you set off one of our devices, please?
What was that?
What?
I didn't hear it that time. Okay.
Back to it.
Doesn't want to talk to the fine ladies that are here.
That was hilarious.
Alright. Do you want to do a Estes?
Yeah.
Who wants to go on?
You think I should go in case anyone
You're
wants
always
to have
very
Dave's
good.
babies?
You've got good ears.
And you never know when someone wants to have Dave's babies, so. Yeah, I know. If you don't know that reference, go watch the Eloise Asylum Haunted Horizons.
Which
video.
means I have to get that episode out before this one. You know.
We're giving her an upload schedule.
Note to oneself, Eloise before.
Okay, it's already sweeping. Let me go down to the end here.
Alright.
Have fun, man.
I will.
Okay, so there's a. Oh, you're right. Is that the bat?
No, I thought I saw.
What?
I thought I saw something like. Oh yeah, it's that mosquito.
Okay.
Okay, that's pretty quick, but I thought I heard something say bitch.
Oh, it started.
Started.
It started. We never provoke. And we never get arsey unless they start it. Who are you calling a bitch?
Did.
You did. You calling Cag? Maybe?
Which one's the bitch, Alison or Cag?
Maybe it was somebody you knew.
Can you tell us your name, inmate?
No.
Ooh.
Wow. Why not? Why don't you want us to know? We don't mean to be here, we don't mean to be disrespectful. Well, we do mean to be here. But we don't mean to be disrespectful. We can sing to you.
Are you guilty of what you did to get put in here?
Leave.
Why do you want us to leave?
They just got here.
Yeah.
I thought I just heard a man say Karen.
Hello.
Ooh, interesting.
Oh, there is a Karen here. She doesn't like Karen though.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay. You're in.
I'm in.
You're in.
Who am I talking to?
If it's your mum again, I'm not going to be happy.
I know.
Are you able to see us standing here?
Allie.
Wow.
Wow.
Ali,
Yeah.
that's both our names.
Yeah. Thank you. Do you know us?
The hello and Allie were both women.
Who is it who are saying our names and if it's not man? Amen. Were women ever put in here?
I honestly don't know.
Spin.
I don't think so.
Spin.
They want you to spin.
Right round, baby, right round. Like a record, baby, right round, right round.
By the way, we're not laughing at you. I just want to make it clear that we're not laughing at you. But we do like to have a little bit of sense of fun with ourselves. So hopefully you don't find that too offensive. We don't mean to. And we do apologise. We like to laugh sometimes. Did you have any fun in here at all? With other people? Did you have friends? Oh, tripwire.
Was that you that just made that light blink like that?
Move.
Where to? Where do you want us to move to? Do you want the girls to move or do you want the boys to move?
I thought I heard the name Ed, but it was a woman that said Ed.
Wow.
Is your name
Did
Ed?
something just flash in front of me? I saw a bright light through my eyelids. Not that I can hear you answer, but...
Whomever is listening to us, we heard a sound in the cell right here behind Allison. Whose cell was that?
Door.
I'm leaning on the door from the noise. Were you trying to get out? Were you at the door? Maybe you can try and touch my hand.
Ew.
Oh. Did he just go...
I feel like there's someone right by me. Need.
Who's standing... Are you standing close to Ryan?
I'm here.
Oh, wow.
Do you like Ryan?
If you're still down there by Ryan, can you make that little purple light by his feet light up? Just stand next to it.
Maybe you can touch Ryan. Just to let him know you're there. Stroke him on the head. Can you do that?
Did you hear that?
I thought I heard something.
It sounded like a man yelling.
I didn't hear anything.
Now, could it have been the ghost box just loud? But we haven't really heard anything. have
No.
we? You still near Ryan?
Lamp.
The lamp is right by Ryan, yes. And if you go closer to it, you might be able to make it go off and make some music as well.
That was me, I'm sorry.
Get out.
You've been told.
Woman's voice. Man's voice said, Mom, I'm here.
What's your name?
Don't.
Don't what? Don't talk.
Do you miss your mum?
Don't leave me.
Oh.
Oh.
Can you tell us your name so we know who we're talking
Dad.
Dad.
to? Do you miss your parents?
Dope.
You don't want to talk about your parents? That's all right. We don't want to talk about our parents either sometimes.
Woman's voice said, Cag.
Who is it wants to talk? Can you say your name, please, so we know who you are?
Please.
Please. I did miss that bit out. I do apologise. What's your name, please?
Leave.
If I'm going to leave, I need to find out who you are. Who's telling me to get out?
Do you not like Cag doing this? Would you prefer she didn't do ghost hunting, investigation?
Did you follow Cag here?
It's only ever just enough from your mum, isn't it? That it just disrupts the whole session.
I know.
Completely takes the attention.
Just me.
Yeah.
Yeah, just you.
Is this Cag's mother?
What did people call you? Can you tell us what your name? Tell everybody what your name was, but what everybody called you though, not your full name. Do you know what would even be better? If you could tell us what your middle name was, because that's very strange. Can you tell everybody what your middle name was? Nobody would guess it.
Ed.
No.
It would be strange. But Ed came up earlier.
Yeah.
So is there more than one person here? Maybe we're talking to two people.
Mum, if you're here,
Hey.
hey, can you tell me your middle name, please? Just so I know it's you, all right? Tell me what your middle name is.
Prison.
We are in a prison. That's me.
Dad. Get out.
No.
I'd rather stay.
I'm here.
Good.
But who is it who's here? Is it Ed? Is it Cag's mum? Who's here? Can you be clear?
How?
How? By telling us.
Come through.
Ah, Mr. Wood.
Go on, is it
Cag.
Okay. Is it Ed or Dot? Mum, is that you? Can you just let me know, please? Just tell me your middle name, because nobody will guess it. It's a very unusual name, isn't it?
Hello.
Hello.
That's a very weird voice.
Hello.
Why did they say it like that?
That's a very English way of saying
I
it.
know, isn't it? Can you say your middle name for me, Mum?
we're going to move on soon. We've got lots of areas to do.
Top floor.
Yep, that's where we're moving to, isn't it?
It is.
Certainly is. That was well timed, wasn't it? We are going to the top floor. Are you going to come with us?
I don't know why I keep hearing British accents come through, which is very strange. Just a man that came through. Couldn't hear what he said, but he definitely had a British accent.
So are you all going to come up and upstairs and join us? It's a bit crowded up there by the sounds of it.
Hello.
Hello. Maybe it's Robert.
Does sound like Robert, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
All right, and can you say goodbye at least?
See ya.
Bye. It's polite.
Whew. I can't go anymore. My gosh, I feel uncomfortable.
Oh my gosh, that is really weird.
I feel really uncomfortable. I can't go anymore.
That's so
That's so weird. Why?
So you had to come off because you felt uncomfortable.
I got really hot. Like, not like hot temperature-wise, but like internally, I felt like I was like really hot.
Forward a bit.
I just felt like really, really hot, and like I was like, I can't stand down here anymore because I'm just like burning up.
We had just said goodbye. We're going
Say
now.
goodbye to us now.
You said top floor, which is about the next sentence I was going to say was we're going up to, and you said top floor.
Yeah.
And then I said, can you say goodbye? We all said goodbye, and I'm going, it's polite, and you said, oh, I've got to come off now.
That's weird.
It was just weird timing.
That is weird timing.
What was this? Hello?
I don't know, I kept hearing like, it sounded like the hellos were all like a woman, but she had a British accent. It was like, hello. Which was very weird. I immediately felt like your mom trying to come through, because I heard Karen at first, and then I heard Allie, and then Cag, and then Cag like twice. And I was like, hello. And I was like, hello. Multiple times. I was like, my goodness. And they were loud too, which when the hello came through.
Yeah.
But I couldn't hear, that man's voice had a British accent too, but I couldn't make out what he said.
That's so bizarre.
Because it's American radio stations that's sweeping.
Yeah,
through, so
sweeping your radio. Yeah. Oh, cool.
That was good.
Yeah. Well, did you want to? I don't have to get up there though. I was going to say if you wanted to go and set up your section, we'll come up. All right, Keg.
That's it.
That's it.
That is the end
It is.
of
Brushy
Mountain State Penitentiary.
It was a really, really good place. I enjoyed it. Did we get anything?
My hair didn't.
No, well, look at mine. Did we get anything major?
The thing I don't think major. Interesting though.
Yeah.
Lots of quite loud bangs. Possible EVPs, but you guys would know before we would know. Actually, no, that's not right, is it? You guys would know through watching this whether we got something or not. Fingers crossed we did. I've really enjoyed it.
It's been really, really good. Now the boys, they're still packing up at the moment, but definitely go to Paranormal Quest channel if you haven't already, because they'll have done their episode long before you see this one. But go to the channel if you haven't and go and see what's happened to them after we did our togetherness, and see how they fared out there and see what they got. So we're going to keep packing up, and we will catch you next time. Okay. See you later.
Bye.
Do it.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Let's slap our hands, shall we?
Breathe.
What did he say? I missed that.
No, fuck it. I think we should do it. Yeah, good idea. Yeah.
Wow. Save me.
So we're rolling on audio, rolling on ghost tube, sync, sync, pop.
Do we flap our hands?
Oh, I didn't even turn it.
Flap them?
Yeah.
Flap the hat?
Do you know when you flap your hands and it to sync up your audio?
You mean clap?
That's the one.
Here. All right, let's go. Sync. Sync.
Oh gosh.
Oh, dear.
Wow.
Alan?
Alan? Just call her Alan?
It's Alan.
Alan.
I called you. What was it I called you the other day? Callison.
Callison.
Callison, that was it. Callison.
You missed that.
I was like, hey, Callison.
You might have to carry this because I'm going to need both hands to run this
I can do
behemoth.
that.
But you're...